The Amazon is the largest and most mysterious forest in the world. There are some unsolved mysteries and issues here that scientists have not been able to uncover despite their many efforts. It was created about 55 million years ago. 70% of this forest has not yet been set foot in humans. The world does not know what this 70% of the area looks like. In the era of modern information technology and science, is it possible for people to see and know what is in all of this forest if they want? The answer is maybe possible, but if it is done, it will be a very terrible danger for mankind and all animals and plants on Earth. But why is that danger? Do you know when and how the Amazon forest was created? Why does the water of the river here boil all the time? Why are bridges not built here? How big is this forest? How many trees are there? What are the terrible poisonous animals here? Keep watching to find out the correct answers to these mysterious questions. This episode of Maricar is located across 9 countries in South America. The Amazon forest countries are Brazil, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana, and the equator have an area of 7 million square kilometers, which is equal to 48 Bangladeshs or larger than 2 Indias. The Amazon forest alone contains more than half of all the rainforests in the world. It provides 20% of the oxygen that all animals on Earth breathe. It also provides 25% of the raw materials used in the world's pharmaceuticals. It also absorbs 20% of the total carbon produced on Earth. Using geospatial data and computer modeling from 2013, it is estimated that this forest contains 400 to 700 billion trees, or about 70,000 crore. Trees among the 40,000 species of plants, there are carnivorous plants such as Venus flytrap, Sundew nepenthes, etc. These have long, sharp-edged leaves or tentacles that act as traps for catching insects. When an insect touches the leaf or enters for nectar, this trap closes and the insect traps the spider inside. The plant then secretes enzymes that digest the animal. Here is the walking plant, known as the walking pump. The special feature of this plant is that it can change its position with the help of its roots. Although this is a very slow process and the plant does not actually walk, it can be moved to a new place with the help of its roots. The walking pump plant is long and straight. Its roots are above the ground, which take nutrients from the soil for the plant to live. When the roots of the plant encounter any obstacle or do not get enough nutrients, new roots grow on it and the old roots die. In this way, the plant slowly moves from one place to another. It seems as if the tree is walking in this forest. 2.5 million species of insects, 1,294 species of birds, 378 species of reptiles, 428 species of amphibians, 2,200 species of fish, and 427 species of mammals, including thousands of unknown species, live in the Amazon forest. The Amazon forest is so dense with trees that even during the day, a small amount of sunlight can reach the ground, so in many places in this forest, it is dark not only at night but also during the day. Even here, rainwater takes about 10 minutes to reach the ground. It may be surprising to hear that although about 1,000 to 500 types of fruits are found in the Amazon forest, only about 200 of them are edible. If you cannot recognize the right food, it is not possible to survive here for a moment. Death is inevitable. More than 300 tribal communities live in the Amazon. The total number of small tribes is more than 1 million. They are mostly Brazilian. They speak Portuguese and Spanish as well as other languages. They also have their own language, which no one understands this world except them. Some primitive people live here who have not seen the face of civilization. They do not know anything about anything else in the world except this forest. It is said that there are some man-eating indigenous people in this forest who will burn you to death and eat you. Several wall paintings or cave paintings have been found in this mysterious forest, which bear the indication of ancient civilization. Several pictures can be seen here. How many years ago did these pictures come from? Who made them, and what tools did they use? None of these have been explained correctly to this day. This forest is not only rich in plants, but also in various animals and insects. There are millions of violent, poisonous, and terrible animals here, such as the green anaconda. The green anaconda is the largest and heaviest snake in the world, growing to about 30 feet. They can be up to 100 feet long and weigh more than 250 kilograms, but some explorers and jungle tribes have claimed to have seen anacondas as long as 62 feet. This snake usually lives in water bodies and ponds and kills its prey by twisting it around, suffocating it and then swallowing it. This snake is so large that it can swallow an adult human. Jaguar. The jaguar is the largest predatory cat in the jungle. In many cases, they are called tigers. They have sharp teeth and strong jaws with which they can break the shells of turtles. They are very strong and silent hunters. They are so fierce that they even go down into the water to hunt and eat crocodiles. Piranha. This small but dangerous fish is found in the rivers of the Amazon. It has sharp teeth and strong jaws with which they can tear the flesh very quickly. Especially the red-bellied piranha is known as the most dangerous. This fish roams the bottom. If you get close to a group of them, this ferocious carnivore will eat all the flesh from your body and turn you into a skeleton in just a few minutes. Bullet ants. Bullet ants are one of the most venomous creatures in the Amazon. This ant is quite large compared to ordinary ants, about an inch or a little larger. The bite of a bullet ant is one of the most painful bites in the world. The pain of its bite is compared to the pain of a gunshot, from which it is named. The bite of this ant can even lead to death. Black caiman. Black caiman. The largest species of caiman in the Amazon jungle. They can grow to be about 20 feet long and are very powerful predators. Their diet includes fish, birds, mammals, and other reptiles. They are found in the rivers of the Amazon. Harpy eagle. Harpy eagle, one of the most powerful birds of prey in the world. They can catch up to 90 kilograms. This eagle mainly hunts sloth monkeys, quetzal, etc., but sometimes they also kill adult humans. Dark fog attacks for prey. Brightly colored small snakes are as poisonous as they are beautiful. The poison in their skin attacks the nervous system of an animal and can cause rapid death. Trita macarsha. Amazon. Trita macarsha. They are large and terrible. They are poisonous and their bite can be very painful. Electrocelestial. This fish is capable of giving an electric shock of up to 650 volts, which can knock a person or a large animal unconscious or kill them. This electricity is produced by their special organs, which are known as electrocytes. They accept crocodiles, fish, frogs, snakes, etc. with electric shock. When and how was the Amazon forest created? About 110 million years ago, Africa and South America moved apart and a sea was formed between them. Then the Andes. The influence of the mountain range and the increase in rainfall paved the way for the development of dense forests in the South American region. Since then, the forest has grown to the extent that it has taken the form we know as the Amazon forest. The Amazon River flows through the Amazon forest. It is the longest river in the world in terms of length. It is the second largest and largest river in the world in terms of water flow. Its length is about 6,500 kilometers. The longest river in the world is the Nile River, which is about 6,550 kilometers long. There is some debate about the length of these two rivers, so in some cases, the Amazon River is considered the longest river in the world. However, the Amazon River is the source of life force and resources for this forest. This river has many branches, although due to the dense forest, the number of branches is still unknown and their maps have not been prepared. This river discharges 7.4 million cubic feet or 210 million liters of water per second into the Atlantic Ocean, which is equal to the water of the next 7 completely different rivers. The part of the Amazon that falls in Peru is called the Tin Pisca River in Sanaa. There is only one such river in the whole world. The water of this river is very hot and always boiling. The water of this river is so hot that people can die if they dive into it. Its length is about 6.4 kilometers, width is 82 feet and depth is 15 feet. The temperature of the water in this river ranges from 45 degrees Celsius to due to the high temperature of this river, which can reach up to 100 degrees Celsius. No animal can usually survive here. If an animal falls into this river, it will quickly boil. Although some things have been speculated as the source of the heat of this river, the real reason is still unknown, which is a mystery. Although there are some small bridges and a few land routes here, we are in the forest. There is no bridge in the vast area that crosses the entire forest or a long distance. Why has no big bridge or road been built here? Basically, our importance for the environment and climate of the world is very high. If this forest does not exist, the world will face more serious disasters, including reduced carbon absorption capacity, global warming, melting of Arctic and Atlantic ice, rising sea levels, and terrible floods. Therefore, these structures have not been built here to protect this forest and its biodiversity. Moreover, the number of indigenous people living in this forest is very small and they do not communicate with the outside world. Even the indigenous people who live here have no knowledge of anything other than this forest. Therefore, there is no need to build big bridges or roads here. Therefore, no significant number of bridges or roads have been built inside this forest. At the beginning of the video, it was said that in the era of modern information technology and science, is it possible for people to see and know everything in this forest if they want? The answer was maybe possible, but if it is done, it will be for the benefit of mankind and all the animals and plants of the world. It is a very terrible danger because there are all kinds of dangerous and poisonous animals in this forest, man-eating primitive people, poisonous trees, mountains, rivers, water bodies, etc. Therefore, many explorers who go on expeditions here get lost or die in the forest. Regardless of whether it is rumor or truth, there is a city made of gold in this forest called El Dorado. About 100 explorers have lost their lives in about 13 expeditions to find the city made of gold. That is, it is clear that to know where and what is inside this forest, you have to go everywhere. This creates many obstacles and risks of death. Therefore, to go safely into the forest and conduct expeditions, these animals and many primitive people have to be killed, millions of trees have to be cut down, and so much destruction has to be done in this forest. This may disappear from the face of the earth. The environment and climate of the earth that is suitable for human habitation have been mentioned a while ago. Therefore, it can be indirectly said that if the mystery of the Amazon forest is revealed, humanity will end. How big, how beautiful, how perfect is creation can be fully realized by looking at this forest.